Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made one of the most talked-about celebrity appearances of the year when they stepped courtside at the NBA All-Star Game. In an arena already packed with global athletes, music legends, Hollywood actors, and business moguls, their arrival instantly shifted the energy in the room. Cameras turned, phones lifted, commentators paused mid-sentence. In a space filled with star power, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex still managed to command attention. They walked in without royal fanfare, but there was no mistaking the significance of the moment. Prince Harry kept his look sharp, yet relaxed, blending polished tailoring with California ease. Meghan Markle chose understated elegance, a carefully balanced look that felt appropriate for a high-profile sporting event, while still unmistakably refined. Together they embodied something that has defined their post-royal era: accessible glamour. Their courtside placement was no coincidence. Courtside at the NBA All-Star Game is cultural currency. It's where influence sits. It's where athletes, billionaires, entertainers, and icons converge. Being in those seats signals belonging, not to royalty, but to the upper tier of American celebrity and cultural leadership. Seated beside them was none other than Queen Latifah, adding an almost poetic symmetry to the scene. A duke and duchess next to a queen. The interactions between them appeared warm and natural. Laughter flowed easily. Conversations leaned in close over the roar of the crowd. It looked less like a formal appearance and more like friends enjoying a night out. And that image, relaxed, sociable, integrated, might be the most important part of the evening. Since stepping back from their roles as senior members of the British royal family, Harry and Meghan have carefully constructed a new public identity. They are no longer bound by palace schedules or ceremonial expectations. Instead, they navigate philanthropy, media production, advocacy work, and high-profile cultural moments on their own terms. Showing up at the NBA All-Star Game wasn't just about basketball, it was about positioning. The All-Star Game is more than a sporting event. It's an entertainment spectacle, a networking hub, and a global broadcast watched by millions. Athletes debut brand partnerships there. Musicians test new tracks. Entrepreneurs host private gatherings around it. In that ecosystem, visibility is power. By attending, Harry and Meghan place themselves squarely inside a sphere that merges sports, business, and entertainment, a distinctly American trifecta. Throughout the game, Prince Harry appeared genuinely engaged. He leaned forward during key plays, clapped enthusiastically, and exchanged animated reactions with those around him. For a man whose public life has often been defined by formality and scrutiny, moments like these humanize him. Sports have long been central to his identity, from competitive polo matches to founding the Invictus Games. In arenas, he doesn't look like a royal navigating protocol, he looks like a competitor at heart. That authenticity resonated with many observers. Clips circulated online, showing him reacting to buzzer beaters and highlight dunks, reminding viewers that beneath the titles and headlines is someone who genuinely enjoys athletic excellence. Meghan, meanwhile, carried herself with composure and attentiveness. She applauded big moments, smiled at nearby guests, and maintained the kind of poised presence that suggests awareness of every camera angle without appearing self-conscious. Her relationship with visibility has evolved over the years. Once scrutinized intensely under royal spotlight, she now appears to approach public appearances with deliberate strategy. The All-Star Game offered her something different from royal engagements: cultural relevance without institutional constraint. Social media responded instantly. Supporters celebrated the couple's integration into American culture, calling the appearance refreshing and modern. Critics questioned whether such high-profile outings align with their advocacy messaging about privacy and stepping away from public pressure. The duality of reaction has followed them for years, and this night was no exception. What made this appearance especially compelling was its symbolism. The NBA represents a globalized, multicultural, youth-driven force. Its players are not just athletes, but entrepreneurs, activists, and cultural ambassadors. Aligning with that environment subtly reinforces the Sussexes' brand as socially aware global figures, rather than traditional aristocrats. There is also the California factor. Since relocating to the United States, specifically to the West Coast, Harry and Meghan have positioned themselves within a network of creators, philanthropists, and executives who shape media narratives. Attending the NBA All-Star Game reinforced their belonging to that ecosystem. It sent a visual message. They are not outsiders looking in, they are participants. Media coverage varied dramatically depending on geography. American outlets largely framed the moment as a celebrity sighting, glamorous, buzzy, culturally significant. British tabloids, on the other hand, often emphasized contrast. Former senior royals embracing Hollywood spectacle. The same images carried entirely different interpretations, depending on the lens applied. That contrast highlights one of the most fascinating aspects of their journey. Harry and Meghan exist between worlds. They carry royal lineage and history, yet operate within modern celebrity culture. Their presence courtside crystallized that intersection. A British prince cheering at an American basketball showcase encapsulates globalization in a single frame. Body language analysts quickly entered the conversation, describing the couple as synchronized and relaxed. Whether or not one subscribes to that level of scrutiny, it was evident that they appeared comfortable. There were no signs of stiffness or visible tension. Instead, there was casual ease, a shared smile, a quick exchange of commentary during a timeout, subtle gestures that suggested familiarity with both each other and the environment. For Harry, who has often spoken about mental health, service, and personal growth, moments of visible joy carry weight. Public perception of him has oscillated between soldier, royal rebel, devoted father, and media critic. Watching him animated by a slam dunk presents a simpler image, a man enjoying a game. For Meghan, the appearance reinforces her California identity. Long before royalty, she lived and worked in the entertainment industry. An NBA All-Star arena feels closer to her pre-royal life than palace corridors ever did. Yet this time, she enters not as an aspiring actress, but as a global public figure with influence and a philanthropic platform. The commercial implications are also worth considering. Visibility at events like the All-Star Game keeps their profile elevated in a competitive media landscape. In an age where attention is currency, high-impact appearances matter. They maintain relevance without requiring direct statements or interviews. A single courtside photo can generate days of headlines. Still, it would be reductive to view the evening purely through a strategic lens. There is also a human element. Couples attend games together because they enjoy shared experiences. Laughter captured between them did not appear staged. Their engagement with the action felt spontaneous. In the midst of global narratives, sometimes a night out is simply that. The arena itself amplified the spectacle. Lights pulsed across the crowd. Celebrity cutaways flashed on giant screens. The halftime show blended music and choreography into a high-energy performance. In that vibrant environment, the Sussexes did not appear out of place. They blended into the rhythm of the event, applauding performers and acknowledging nearby fans. One striking aspect of the evening was how seamlessly royal and entertainment worlds collided. Decades ago, the idea of a British prince becoming a regular figure in American sports arenas might have seemed improbable. Yet globalization and digital media have blurred those boundaries. Royalty is no longer confined to palaces. It exists on Instagram feeds and streaming platforms. Courtside seats are simply another stage. The NBA All-Star Game also represents aspiration and achievement. Players selected for the event are the best of the best, chosen by fans and peers. Sitting courtside among such talent subtly aligns attendees with excellence. It communicates association with high performance and cultural impact. Observers also noted how natural the couple appeared interacting with other attendees. Short exchanges, shared laughs, and casual greetings suggested familiarity within these circles. That comfort level reflects years of networking and collaboration across industries. Their foundation work, production deals, and advocacy efforts have connected them with influential figures. Events like this serve as informal convergence points. There is an undeniable theatricality to any All-Star weekend. Fashion becomes a statement. Appearances become narrative threads. For Meghan especially, style analysis followed quickly. Commentators dissected her outfit choice, praising its balance between elegance and accessibility. Fashion, after all, is another language of public identity. Harry's demeanour attracted attention as well. His competitive spirit surfaced in subtle ways, leaning forward during tight plays, nodding appreciatively at skillful performances. It echoed his long-standing appreciation for athletic discipline. Sports have provided him community and purpose, from military camaraderie to international competitions supporting wounded veterans. Beyond headlines and commentary, the deeper narrative may lie in transformation. Their journey from palace life to independent public figures has been defined by adaptation. The All-Star Game appearance serves as a visual marker of how far that transition has progressed. They are no longer framed primarily within royal ceremonies but within global cultural events. Critics may argue that such appearances contradict earlier calls for privacy. Supporters counter that privacy does not equate to invisibility, and that selective public moments can coexist with protected family life. The tension between those viewpoints continues to shape discourse around them. What cannot be denied is the consistency of interest. Years after stepping back from royal duties, Harry and Meghan remain central figures in global conversation. A single night at a basketball arena demonstrates that their narrative arc is far from fading. As the final buzzer echoed through the arena and celebrities filtered toward private exits, images of the Sussexes leaving together circulated almost as quickly as those of their arrival. The night had delivered exactly what the modern media cycle thrives on: spectacle, symbolism, and discussion. In the broader context of their American chapter, the NBA All-Star Game appearance fits neatly alongside philanthropic speeches, media projects, and selective public engagements. It reinforces a message of integration into American cultural life while retaining the distinctiveness of their backgrounds. Whether viewed as strategic branding, simple entertainment, or a blend of both, the moment captured something unmistakable. It showed a couple comfortable in their chosen environment, navigating fame on their own terms. It illustrated how traditional institutions and contemporary celebrity culture increasingly intersect. The image of Prince Harry cheering beside global icons and Meghan Markle applauding under arena lights encapsulates a shift in how royalty can exist in the 21st century. Titles remain, but context evolves. Palaces give way to production studios and sports arenas. Ceremony shares space with spectacle. In that sense, their courtside presence was more than a celebrity sighting. It was a snapshot of reinvention, a modern royal narrative unfolding beneath the bright lights of American basketball.